Did you have sex ed in school?
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm a fellow at the University of Southern California's Institute for Inequalities in Global Health. This summer, I'm thinking a lot about young people's sexual rights and sexual health and how to leverage social media platforms like TikTok to make sure that young people around the world are informed about their own rights and health. This week, I wanted to chat with one of the smartest people I know, my Nona, and ask her about what sexual rights and sexual health looked like when she was my age.
Were there any other methods that you took as a young person to try to not get pregnant, or conversations that you had with your doctor about that?
Well, birth control pills had no issues until probably I was in my 30s. And I had a time in which I thought I could be pregnant, or whether I had messed up on my pills, or it turned out that it was a false. I was not pregnant. It just, for some reason, 5 days later or whatever. And so, but it then created an opportunity for me to think about the reality of whether or not we wanted to have a larger family. At this point, we have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. But anyway, it put me on to think of what would I have done had I been pregnant, and what the ramifications for our family would be. And so I started thinking about, did I want any more children? So anyway, the long and short of it is I decided I wanted to do something more permanently. So I approached my gynecologist, and we talked about a permanent solution, which was at the time tubal ligation. He told me what the laws and rules were, and the only way he could do it is if he put into my medical records that I had mentally was incapable of having any more children. And it was kind of shocking to me, but I thought about it, and I said, well, it really in some ways is true. How you didn't use the word mental health in those days, but it was true. And so I just said that I did want to go through with it. And the only thing was that my husband had to sign off. My signature and that I wanting it was not enough. I had to take all the paperwork from my husband to sign that it was okay for them to do a tubal ligation.
On your body?
On my body.
So two things. One is that now it's in your medical records forever, that if, the reason that this procedure went through is because of a risk of mental instability, which, to be fair, if you did have another child, right? That
could very well have been, yeah.
And then two, you had to get Granddad's signature on the paper. Your signature to have this surgery was not enough.
Right.
And this is 1974?
1974.
It's not that long ago.
It's not that long ago.
It's not clear exactly when Massachusetts changed their state laws, but spousal consent is no longer required for a tubal ligation. Reproductive rights are human rights. Things like safe and legal access to abortion and birth control methods, whether permanent or not, should be protected everywhere. Reproductive rights are about bodily autonomy, and that's a non-negotiable.